3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the very first edition of the 2021 VYPE ATX QB Room. I'm Robert Gonsoulin. I'm here today with our very first guest to preview. It's Jaylon Reeves from Pflugerville High School. Jaylon, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm very excited that you were able to come on today. Like I was telling you a second ago, you're the first quarterback from the Austin area that I'm having on for this little series. And yeah, I can't wait to just jump right in and talk to you about this season. And so going back to last season, you had some great stats: 689 passing yards, 57 completions, and 9 touchdowns, 4 in the air, 5 on the ground. How would you kind of describe yourself as a quarterback? Running, dual threat?
Dual threat.
Dual threat. What about, is there like a specific part of your game? Is it like maybe mobilizing out of the pocket or kind of focusing on accuracy in your passing that you like to focus on the most or work on?
I would like to work on like my accuracy more. Yeah, that's what I've been working on.
And so I'm sure you're in summer workouts right now for Pflugerville. Do you kind of throw the football a lot after those workouts? Are you working with your receivers at all this summer?
Yeah, for sure. We go almost like every day, like after workouts and before.
And so I know that I've noticed that in other areas of Texas, 7-on-7 has been going on. They just had the state championship up in College Station. Were you playing it all this year?
No, we didn't do the 7-on-7 this year because of like COVID and stuff. But probably I don't think we are though. We had a chance to. We didn't pursue it though.
I mean, that's kind of a bummer, that how kind of COVID's knocked out a lot of stuff. But it's just great that y'all are going to be back in kind of a more regular type of setting for football this year. I know last year for all teams across Texas, COVID kind of restricted a lot of things. But yeah, it's a good thing that COVID's kind of going away. But talking more about like last season, so y'all are in 5A Division I, District 11, and y'all had a pretty good record. It was 6-4, only 3 district losses, 4 district wins. Y'all actually lost in the first round of the playoffs to New Braunfels Canyon. So can you kind of it was a close loss actually. It was 20-17. You were the starting quarterback. Can you kind of just describe that game to me and how did that go? Was it a hard loss to take since it was just so close? Can you walk me through that?
It was a very hard loss. Like my teammates that are seniors now have learned from it, and we're all learning from it because we're getting better. Seeing it is pushing us to drive more.
Yeah, and I'm sure that momentum will surely feed on into next season and kind of push y'all, kind of make really raise your ambitions just to go farther in the playoffs. There was also, I know it sounds like I'm talking a lot about losses right now, but there's also one more loss. I mean, you played very well in this game. You threw for 101 yards, but y'all lost to Leander 48-47. And to me, that seems like a huge shootout. But talking about your stats in this game, like I said, throwing for 101 yards, does how you played in this game kind of match the level of talent that you want to play at all next season, or are there other games where you've played better and that you kind of want to mirror yourself?
I would like to play better all next season. It wasn't enough for us to win, but I played good. Leander, it's just a team loss.
Yeah, and so I like to hear that you want to keep playing better and better. Speaking of which, what are the goals this season? Y'all lost in the first round. I'm sure y'all want to go a lot farther. 3rd in district, but what are the team's goals? What are your goals? Or is there anything that y'all want to do differently?
We just want to stand out as the best team in our district, win district, and then go deep in playoffs too, if we can.
Yeah, and so y'all are in a tough district, but y'all made the playoffs last year. Cedar Park is there. They actually have a new starting quarterback this year. So is there like going into this game, you'll be more prepared from what the outcome was last year, but is there kind of a sense of swagger that you carry around yourself going into these big games? And what's kind of the mindset that you have for going against a team like them?
Yeah, just make sure they're prepared because we bring in a lot this season. It's not like we have everybody that's seniors now too. We don't have like a young team anymore.
Well, talking about, a very experienced team that Pflugerville does have this year. In your backfield, actually, is your running back, Jake Icola. He also went off last year for 858 yards and 11 rushing touchdowns. What kind of relationship do y'all have on and off the field? And how does that kind of contribute to the team?
That's like my brother. We're always working together. He's like blood to me. So, yeah.
Are y'all kind
It
of
contributes to the team. It's like our chemistry is like way better since that like we're so close off the field already.
have y'all been kind of incorporating your little skill workouts over the summer, like into each other? Is he part of your little route circle that you're throwing to? I'm sure after workouts every day.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And I would just say that like you were actually speaking of the ground game. We're talking about Jake. You were actually the second player on the team who ran for the most yards, 379 yards. Would you kind of consider escaping the pocket and being able to utilize a QB draw as a major part of your game?
Oh yeah. Yes. I feel like that's one of my like advantages because I'm really fast. Like I can escape faster and I can make moves on people that other people can't.
Well, I'm sure many teams like in your district are really going to see that as a threat because not every quarterback at the high school level actually, like that's where it's probably really common as like college and pro. The draw isn't what you always see, but to have a quarterback on your team that can really use the draw play, that shows that they have. That's just another weapon that they really have because you might be able to execute the draw, but you might not be good at it. And from the stats, 379 yards, you're very good at the draw. And so I see that as another threat that other teams need to look out for in Pflugerville because you can really throw it in the air. You can really run it in the draw. I think that you have Jake in the backfield. That's a really good run pass game that you'll have going.
Yeah, we have a lot of people. Like we have most of our receivers are seniors. They're really good too. And then we have Elijah Oakman, which y'all probably know about. Yeah, we have a new receiver that nobody has seen before because they didn't let him play last year. 6'5". You know who that is? Sydney and Venezuela.
I've not heard of him before, but have you been kind of developing a good relationship with him or like getting to know him a little bit better so that when the season comes over, y'all are on the same page?
Yeah, we're on the same page. Yeah, we've been together since middle school. Like everyone that's on the team has been together for like our whole lives, basically. We played a little league together. So yeah.
And so we've been talking about the offense getting ready for 2021. What's the defense going to be like?
Defense is going to be all right. It's going to be pretty good. They'll be good. Yeah, from last year because we're losing a lot of seniors too, but we have people that are stepping up like underclassmen.
So a lot of seniors that you said, so they experienced all last season. A lot of returning players, you said. Would you say this is like the same Pflugerville or a new Pflugerville?
It's like a new and improved Pflugerville, actually. Yeah, no.
Just because of how much y'all have learned from like some of those losses and how much y'all have gotten better, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so with that being said, like you're going to be one of the returning leading quarterbacks in District 11 for 5A Division I this year. There's obviously some really good teams in there. Highland Park's in there. They're up in Dallas. But Cedar Park, obviously, they went to state last year. But I think if someone can just takes a look at the stats, I would include Pflugerville as a top contender for just going to the state semifinals or going to the state finals next year. I'd say so. Definitely watch out for Pflugerville. Going into a little bit more of an individual side, are you trying to play at the next level?
Yeah, I've been reaching out. I've been having a couple of my dad's friends. It's just been like a tough year for me, like all around. Like I haven't got a chance to like. I went to a couple camps this summer though. Yeah, I'm reaching out.
Yeah, I just think just being able to do what you can do, and you're obviously playing your heart out every season, every game. I think that coaches will definitely take notice of that. And before I do let you go, I always ask this question. One of my colleagues at VYPE always asks this question to who they interview. This, just to kind of aid them in the recruiting process, just to give them a little boost. We don't know if it helps too much, but what is one thing either about you, Jaylon, or as you as a player, or you just off the field, just you as a person, anything? What is one thing that you want college coaches to know about you?
That I'm really good to be around. Like I inspire a lot of people with my story and everything, and that I'm just like a leader.
You heard it here first. That is Jaylon Reeves of Pflugerville High School. Jaylon, thank you for coming on today and for joining me in the very first edition of the ATX, the 2021 ATX QB Room. Jaylon, I wish you the best of luck, and I'll definitely be seeing you more or reaching out more this season as you get deeper and be playing more games. Hope to actually make a game. But thanks for coming on today.
All right, thank you too.